Okay, and here is yet another projector review, a comparison review of my brand new LG HW800, and this is an AAXA Andriod projector. This is rated for 550 lumens, up to 550 lumens. It's got a boost mode, which is supposed to boost it up to 550 lumens, but you can only do it for 60 minutes, versus this 800 lumens. Like I said in my last review, I'm contemplating whether I should take this back because of the hefty price tag of $600, versus this one. You could pick it up probably for the upper $400 to $500, but in comparison, and I'm really being trying to be totally unbiased here, as I kind of lean towards the LG projectors. But checking this out, you could probably see that the LG colors seem a little more natural, and the AAXA Androids aren't that bad at all, really. I picked the Android up on eBay like new. I got it for a $200 bid. Okay, so that's $400 I paid, $450 with tax. I paid more for the LG. Okay, that's not to say that this AAXA doesn't have its drawbacks. It's an Android projector, and you can hook up Wi-Fi, and it has some apps, but the Netflix app will not play. For one thing, you can't download the Netflix app that it came with, that comes with it. It just doesn't work. So I contacted AAXA Tech, and they provided me with a link to the older version of Netflix to install on this, which I did. And it plays, but it freezes and crashes, and that's like a common complaint with everybody. It just won't play Netflix. It'll play good for a while, and then it freezes and crashes, so it's really useless. I got a Roku that I watch Netflix with. Another drawback is it's Bluetooth capable, but only if you're using the flash drive or you're through the Wi-Fi. It won't. The Bluetooth won't work if you have it hooked up to HDMI. So if I have my cable box hooked up to it, the Bluetooth is useless, which they don't say anything about. I learned about that talking to an AAXA technician. Told me that it doesn't work with HDMI. So that's a setback. And just like all the other AAXA projectors, playing files through off a thumb drive is hit and miss. 80% of the time it won't play the file, or it will play it without sound. And AAXA Tech told me that was a codec problem, but I don't have any problem with my other projectors that watching thumb drive. My other projectors play just about everything I throw at it, and AAXA Tech doesn't. So that's an AAXA Tech problem, not a codec problem. And you'd think by now they would have it straightened out, but they haven't with their newer projectors. But that being said, this is a comparison of the image, the video quality, and the Android's not that bad for the price difference. I don't know, maybe another selling point for the HW800 is the 30,000 hour lamp life versus the 20,000 hour lamp life of the Andriod. And the HW800 has antenna hookup for it. It's one of the reasons why I bought it, so I could take it to camp and hook up my portable antenna to it. If I use my AAXA at camp, I have to use a separate channel box, which is no big deal. It's just one more thing I have to hook up. I was just looking for something with more ease of use. But anyway, as far as the picture-to-picture goes, it looks like the HW800 is a little more natural looking. The AAXA projector seems to be a little more contrasty. And I really can't set it any better than this. I got this in dynamic mode, the AAXA. And putting it on user mode and trying to adjust it, if you adjust it to the same settings that dynamic mode are set at, it doesn't look like it at all. For some reason, dynamic mode, it looks different than user mode, no matter how you set it. And I prefer the dynamic mode. It just seems to look better to me. I'll set this on user mode to show you what I mean. Hit the wrong button. If you hit this button by mistake, it's a setup screen. It's hard to get out of it. You get this, and then sometimes it'll go back to HDMI, and sometimes I have to shut it off and restart it again because it just seems to get stuck here. This upside down picture here. And I'm pushing buttons now, and it's really not doing anything. There it goes. Okay, now I'll push the right button. Okay. Go to adjustment. Okay. You can see it's in dynamic mode now. That's standard mode. Mild mode. There's user. Okay, so I got the contrast down to 40. Whereas on the LG projectors, I noticed the more you turn the contrast down, the dimmer it gets. It actually looks better on the LG projector with contrast at 100%. Whereas if I turned it on 100%, on the AAXA projector, it would just wash the picture right out. So I find the setting where I have it now, set at 40, is where I prefer it. I got the color at 100%, sharpness at 100%. I turned down the color on the LG projector to try to match this, and I think I have it down to 60, and you can see that the color is a little more vibrant on the LG. But still, I'm contemplating, just wondering, is it really worth the $400 more I paid for this, rather just to bring it back and keep my AAXA? I mean, how much better do I really need it? And I guess it's a matter of how much one would need $400, but I just don't like overpaying for stuff, whether I can afford it or not. But the AAXA picture isn't that bad at all for a cheaper projector. Now, as far as longevity, I really don't know. I tend to see a lot more refurbished AAXA projectors than I do LGs. And I don't know, another selling point may be the stuff that comes with it, like the remote. That's the AAXA remote, okay? And this is the LG remote. It's more like a real full-size remote rather than just a little blister card here. And another thing with the AAXA, it doesn't keep it doesn't have a memory. Like if I turn it off and I turn it back on, I always have to adjust the keystone. And where I don't have that issue with the LG projector. Alright, here's a good shot here. You can see how the face on Wolf Blitzer looks more contrasted than it does on the LG. And I really can't turn the contrast down much more. I have it down to 40. Well, I could, but it doesn't make that much of a difference at that point. Brightness comparison. You're talking, like I say, the AAXA is capable of 550 on boost mode and 450 on regular mode. So this is 450 lumens versus 800. Not a real big difference. I mean, the AAXA projector's pretty bright compared to the LG in this ambient lit room right now. I'm kind of leaning towards just saying the heck with it and taking this projector back and living with the AAXA projector, which I really could. It's like some scenes and some pictures are better with the AAXA, whereas vice versa with the LG. So see, the CNN on the left has a redder red than the CNN on the right. That's my comparison of the two anyway, so take it for what it's worth. Thanks for watching.
There is a sizable U.S. presence at the consulate in Erbil. They have an economic office, they have cultural offices, and they're doing very good.